Yeah. Hello everyone. Uh, in this lecture series, we are going to see the data type and basic Java programs. In the previous lecture series, we have seen what is meant by an object-oriented programming, how it is differ from procedure-oriented programming, then what are the features and concept of the object-oriented programming. So everything we have seen in the previous slide. So in this series, we are going to see some basic program along with the data types. Yeah, this is a very simple Java program to display a some string. For an example, this is a simple Java program. So how to display this? This one single line, okay? Very simple concept. We all know that if you want to save a C program, we must save as a .c. It is an extension. Suppose if we want to save a C++ program, we must save it as a .cpp. Similar way, in a Java program, we must save it is as a .java. Program file name .java. Okay. Then we are going to see it has three important lines in this slide. So as we already discussed about that, so the class is a group of object. So here we have declared a class. The name of the class is an example. See the third line. So below that there is a main function. In C programming languages, the main function we simply write it as a main, but whereas in Java we have to write it public static void main, then inside that we have to mention the string arguments. So what is the meaning of this? So public means if you want to access this function from outside the classes, so we must declare the main function as a public. So what is the meaning of the statics? Suppose in Java program, if you want to access any member function, we must create an object. With the help of that object, we have to access that function. So here it is a main function. So we don't need any object for to access this function. So in order to do that, we have include a static keyword. Then what is the next keyword is a void. What is meant by a void? The function does not return any value. So that's why we have mentioned here as a void. The next main is a main function. Then string argument is a command line arguments. Okay. The third important line is an output statement. In a C languages, we simply write it as a printf, but whereas in here we have to mention system.out.println inside the bracket, inside the quotes, we simply include the message that should be that to be displayed on the screen. So what is meant by system.out. Here we are using the function name print. So all these functions are stored in a class system. So we must include the system in the beginning, followed by .out. OUT is an object for that particular class. The println is an the function is used to display the message on the screen. So these three lines are very important. The class followed by class name, then main function, then output statement. So this is a very simple Java program to display message on the screen. Next, two important things: how to compile a Java program, then how to run a Java program. So the very basic thing is, if you want to compile the program, we must mention javac file name dot java. See that line. So here the file name is example. So javac example dot java. So after successfully compiled, now we have to run the program. So how to run the program is we simply given java space file name. So java is a keyword, example is a file name. So after if you run this program, we can get the output. Yeah, these are all the keywords that we have discussed earlier. Yeah, I already explained all these, the use of all these things. Class is a class name, class is a keyword, class name in this program is my first program, public is a keyword. If we want to access this particular main function outside the class, we must declare as a public. Static is a keyword. If it does not return any, if we don't want to use an object, we must create a static. Void, it does not return any value. Main is a main method. Then string argument is a parameter type and parameter name. Then system.out.println is nothing but, I already told it, system is a class name, out is an object, println is used to display the message on the screen. Then below that we declared a one variable named as a, assigned some value to the a, and with the help of printf statement we simply display an output on the screen. Yeah, these are all the some of the elements of an Java. Very simple one. Yeah, next we are going to see the data types. That is a very important one. Yeah, in data types generally divided into two. One is primitive, another one is a non-primitive. Yeah, these are all the example for the primitive data types: integer, floating point number, characters, boolean. Yeah, these are all the example for the primitive data types. In this column, we have four columns. First one is the name, then size, default value, and the descriptions. These are non-primitive data types or derived data types. The examples are array, class, that's all. So variable, we already discussed about that. It is a container that holds the data in a C. The similar way we have declare a variable in Java also. So other points, other things we will discuss in the next slide. So if you have any doubts on this, comment on the comment section. Thank you.